What do you think about Aakaar as a platform for the civil engineering community?
This is a great, already it has become the Asia's largest platform. I want it to become one day the world's largest platform because we have to create the future civil engineers for the country. We are going to build mega infrastructure projects for the next 20 years. Without civil engineers, this kind of projects will be impossible. So we need the trained and well-educated civil engineers for the development of this country, and Aakaar is going to help in that way.
Great, sir. So, what do you think? What is the one skill every civil engineer must learn today?
Skill is adaptability. So you'll be working in various sites, projects and all. You should be able to adapt various site conditions, learn, quickly learning and moving ahead is very important for him.
Okay, sir. So, what is one innovation that will completely change infrastructure in the next decade?
Innovation is building automation and also BIM. See, the shortage of workers will be immense for these kind of mega projects India is going to build. Unless we automate and mechanize the construction, it's going to be very difficult. So mechanization and automation is going to be the next important development which we have to see in the future.
So, the mechanization of the construction,
Construction.
it does has limitations. Right? We have a 3D concrete printer, but we cannot have more than one floor of building. So, what do you?
No, it's wrong actually. Recently, L&T has built for the BRO up to 3 to 4 floors. Even they're using a regular concrete level. So it's it's still evolving now. 3D printing is evolving. Now, future belongs to 3D printing and precast concrete technology. As we go forward, these are sustainable solutions.
Do you believe that we can make a high-rise building using 3D printed concretes?
To certain scale, now technologies have to evolve now. Up to 5 floors, it's quite possible now. Maybe you have to graduate 5 to 10 floors, 15 floors. So I cannot say high-rise buildings can be built with 3D printing because it requires huge column sizes, loads are more, and should be resilient to earthquake resistance. All this not tested in the 3D printing technology so far. So hence, there's a great future for 3D printing. We know, even in India, 60% of the constructions are 3-story, 4-story individual residential buildings. There's a great scope for 3D printing in this sector, IHP segment.
Great, sir. So, in current situation, we are hearing two things about sustainability. One is people are saying it's a real priority today, and other people are saying it's just a buzzword. What do you think?
It's a real priority because we are seeing the world is changing fast. Climate change is a now reality. Wherever we go, we are seeing the temperatures are rising, air quality index problems are there, cloud bursts, cyclones, hurricanes, forest fires. These are all the reality from the climate change. So we need to address that. Otherwise, the world will completely get demolished because of these issues. So we need to really work on sustainability, sustainable solutions. Construction also contribute almost 30% of the greenhouse gas emissions. We need to really work in the construction sector to reduce the embodied carbon and operational carbon so that we can save the planet.
Okay, sir. So many of the young engineers do not choose civil engineering as their future because of their what do you say, difficulties in future about in their jobs because it takes a lot of time for them to pick up. What do you think about this?
See, doctor profession, why people prefer, because even though it's a long-term gestation period, but it is long-lasting, yielding. Doctors are very famous. They will be successful maybe after their post-graduation and other things. So, like civil engineering also, the starting of the career will be small, but nowadays a lot of multinational design companies are there. Mega infrastructure companies have come. So your pay package may be a little bit less compared to the other type of engineers. But as you get experience, you will be in great demand compared to the software engineers. The software engineers may be replaced by AI, automation, and other things. But civil engineering, you cannot replace. You are required everywhere. To design a project, to construct a project, to maintain a project, you are required everywhere. Hence, there's a great scope. As you experience, as you becoming more and more experienced person, your salary package also will increase, will be on par or much more than your other streams of engineers. That's what I can proudly say. So that people should stick to civil engineering. The initial phases are tough, but gradually they will yield the results later on.
Good to know that, sir. So, what is the one piece of advice you wish someone told you when you were a student?
When I was a student, like they said, don't change your branch. I was told by my uncle. I was trying to move from the second year to electronics. But he said, civil engineering has a great scope and you continue there. So only few people in my class continued and we are doing very great compared to any other people who moved away from civil engineering to other streams. That is way back in, I'm talking about 90s. So I can still now say because that time infrastructure was not so big, but now the kind of infrastructure we are building, $1.7 trillion investment is going to be there in India by 2030. So that kind of infrastructure we are building, 10,000 kilometers of expressway we are building, we are building Bharatmala project, we are building ports, we are building more than 180 airports. So these are all there, technology is there, evolving, we require civil engineers to be there and execute this beautiful project and build for the country. Government can invest money, but civil engineers are required to build those structures, superstructures, very quality conscious. That's why I recommend civil engineers should not move away from their own field of civil engineering to other streams. They should stick to civil engineering. They are going to reach rich dividends later on.
Okay, sir. So, what do you think are the current opportunities for the young civil engineering people?
Lot of
People just think that civil engineering is just on-site work. So, what do you exactly think are the
Wrong.
overall opportunities in civil engineering?
Wrong. See, civil engineers say there are so many opportunities. There are the software companies like Bentley, we have seen many software companies. You can join software company for design parameters. Project management companies are there, PMCs. Then we have structural design consulting firms are there. Many multinationals have come. They pay equivalent salary like software companies. Then you have the startup companies are there in the civil engineering field. Ready-mix operations are there. Then we have government, CPWD, PWD, irrigation. There are all, people are retiring, so they have to recruit people. Government opportunities, IES, IRS, you can all join these government services. Apart from that, you can start your own. Many civil engineers, 50%, they start their own company after experience. They become their own builders, their own consultants. So like that, it's easy to start your own ventures compared to any other field where civil, all mechanical, electrical and other people need to put a factory or develop some new big projects. But civil engineering, with a small knowledge, 5 to 6 years knowledge, you can start your own company, start constructing houses, constructing small projects, interiors and all. So opportunities are great. You should be there in that civil engineering field.
Good to know that, sir. This is the last question from our side. So, complete this sentence, sir. The future of infrastructure will be.
Future of infrastructure will be green, sustainable, durable and everlasting.
Great, sir. Thank you. That's the end of the video.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, overall.